4,000 miles away from his bedroom in the UK, covering all your favorite sports, he's high in demand. From baseball to football, he's got every angle covered. He's gonna watch your team, even when they get smothered. It's Heisty, it is Jolly Good Takes. Introducing your host, Liam.
Hello and welcome to this stream for game number 2 between the Giants and the Nationals. We'll see if the Giants come bounce back, from last night's heartbreaking loss as the bullpen blew yet another game. For the Nationals, the best scoring team in all of baseball, they'll try and take the series today and make it 3 straight seasons where they've won at Oracle Park, as Spencer said in the chat. So it's going to be interesting for the Giants. On the mound is going to be Adrian Hauser. So bit worrying if you're a Giants fan. Adrian Hauser, not very good. He is 2-5 with a 5.49 ERA. So we'll see what he does today. So what's up, Spencer? Yes, I was just reading through some of your comments there. Yeah, bullpen blew another one. 3 straight games. If that doesn't tell you this pen is crap, I don't know what does exactly. Washington, yeah, they own us. Definitely own us. And the Nats have won 2 out of 3 here in San Francisco the past 3 years and are looking pretty good. Yeah, I would agree with all of that. Yeah, the lovely Giants bullpen. What a bullpen we've got. They are just the worst in baseball. It was funny. Earlier in the year, everyone was like, "Oh, this bullpen is actually not as bad as we thought." If you go and look in April, though, go and check what they were doing in one-run games. It wasn't good. So that was a sign there. Hey, this bullpen, they were doing good in blowouts and 3 to 5 run leads. In one-run games, they were bad, and now it's just totally bad across the board. So let's get into the lineup, shall we? And the lineup, Adrian Hauser will be facing will be James Wood leading off, Luis Garcia Jr. batting second, Tenor, and not in terms of the money, just Jose Tenor will be the DA. CJ Abrams, who had the big tying RBI hit, will be batting fourth. Lai will be in left field. Vivas will be playing third base again. Nunez will be the second baseman. Milas, Milas, apologies. He will be batting eighth as the catcher, and then um, it will be Jacob Young in center field. As the wind actually looks like it's blowing out today at Oracle Park, more to left field than right field. So we'll see if we have some home runs. No home runs yesterday. I mean, the marine layer really did play a factor yesterday. The rain, it was pouring down. Today does not look as bad. Lineup for the Giants will look like this. It'll be Casey Schmidt in left field, Rafi Devers batting first base, Luis Ariz at second base, Willie Adames will be the shortstop, Jung-Hoo Lee will be in right field, Bryce Eldridge, who had the big go-ahead hit in last night's game before he struck out in the 9th inning to end it, will be the DH. Matt Chapman, who started to get hot, will be playing third base. Daniel Suzak will be the catcher. Uh, he replaces Eric Haas, and Jonah Cox will be the center fielder. Exactly, yeah. And Washington, a pretty good chance to win tonight. As Adrian Hauser, 24 walks to 40 strikeouts and 10 home runs allowed. It's a lot of home runs, it's a lot of walks, hence the high ERA. He throws a sinker 46% of the time, a changeup 18% of the time, the four-seam fastball 14.5% of the time, and then a slider and curveball are just kind of thrown in there. It's funny, Spencer. Last night we had someone in the chat that had a bet on the Nationals to win, and they weren't very happy in the 8th inning when the Giants took the lead. I just told them, Don't you worry. This Giants bullpen, they will not close this one out. And lo and behold, they did not close it out. And after what was a promising end to the road stand, they could not bring that momentum home in the first game. Giants are wearing their fakey City Connects, which when they first came out, I actually didn't mind, but they're kind of getting worse the more I watch them. But maybe that's just because the Giants suck. We'll see. As we are ready here for first pitch, Adrian Hauser is the pitcher. He's in the windup. He fires a close pitch, and that is called a strike. We got the female umpire today. Will be the home plate umpire. Not to be rude, but I did not think she was great the last time the Giants faced her. Sorry, had her. She calls that pitch a strike, which was slightly high, and it's 0-2. Her name is Jen Powell, and she will be the home plate umpire today. As the 0-2 pitch is a check swing in the dirt there on a curveball. James Wood did not swing, and it'll be 1-2. How are the Giants going to lose today? We'll see. Uh, maybe they don't lose, but it's a tough one last night. They actually played small ball, as that one almost hit James Wood, and it's 2-2. What's up, Scott? How you doing? How's your day been? As the 2-2 pitch to James Wood is a foul ball down the first base line, and yet again the Giants ball dude cannot make the play, and we have to wait 5 minutes for him to trot out and go and get the ball. If you caught the game yesterday, guys, you know you know how bad the ball dudes were yesterday. As what's up, Anthony? How you doing? As there's a close pitch, just low, and it'll be a full count. Well, Hazard can get through an order more than twice without getting shit on, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, third time through the lineup, you might as well have me or you pitching. As James Wood leads off the game with a base hit to left field, they need to treat Hauser like they treated Alex Wood. You're a two-time through the lineup guy, and the way this one started, that may be in the third inning. And I tell you what, very very empty crowd today. As Luis Garcia is going to be due up. Garcia batting 261. You're living and breathing, can't complain. Exactly. As that pitch is high, and it's a 1-0 here. It's kind of that period in the game where the sun kind of gets on the batter's eye, may have an impact, but so far the Nationals hitters are not struggling against Hauser, as we're going to get a challenge already. And no, okay, bit weird there. The guy tapped his helmet, but Jen Powell said, "You're not going to challenge it." Then he should have challenged it because it was a ball. As it is, it's 1-1 to the first baseman tonight. Oh, Oracle Park, yeah. I mean, the people will just start turning up for the views. That's it. Valkyries basketball, they'll sell out. Right now, I mean, I don't even like the WNBA, but who would you rather watch? As the 1-2 pitch is a high drive, right field. That ball is out of here, and it's 2-0 already. And the crap show's already beginning here as Garcia hits a 2-run home run. As Hauser, what a signing by Buster Posey. And it keeps getting worse. Unbelievable. Nothing. Home run by Garcia, and this team is crap. Not even recording out yet, and we're behind 2-0. So let's start this game over, and we are playing from behind in a full game, down 2. As there's a strike to Tenor. Yeah, Mitch, here we go indeed. Here we go indeed. Tenor batting 213. What a signing. Right now, it could not be getting worse for Buster Posey. No closer, blew the game yesterday. We haven't even gotten out yet, and his uh, prized starting pitcher signing has already given up a 2-run home run. Absolutely brilliant. Oh yeah, a beautiful location on that changeup. As there's a foul ball, and it's 1-2 here. Yeah, fans not even got to their seats. It is an absolute disaster. Oh, look at that! And the Nationals lead all of baseball in home runs. There you go. Not home runs, runs in the first inning. As it's 2-2. Can Hauser throw a bloody strike and or get a swing and a miss? 16 pitches in. We have not recorded an out. It's unbelievable. 2-2 pitch. There's a swing and a miss as he threw a fastball right down the middle of the plate. Why are the Nationals are batting this guy third? So a lucky out there. So one out here finally for the Giants and Hauser as the whole top of the line, the whole lineup is going to get through here in the top of the first. And we're saying how Hauser can only go through twice, the lineup twice. Well, that may be an early exit for him as Abrams hits one, a line drive to Gilbert. Gilbert went Cox, sorry, it's Cox in centre field. Cox went in before having to go back, and he made the catch in the end. Yeah, sorry, it's Cox in centre field. Gilbert's not playing today. As there's a second out. That was a line drive hit quite hard as Lyle, who gave the Nationals the lead yesterday, will come up and he will probably get a base hit as Hauser fires a sinker there at the top of the zone. Not where you want to locate a sinker, but he did get a swing and a miss. Oh, he's lucky, Abrams, as that pitch almost hit. Oh, the guy's command's all over the place. That pitch almost hit Lyle. Abrams hit that 105 miles an hour. We're lucky he's got 2 outs here. A fastball right down the middle for a swing and a miss, and then 105 line drive to centre field. As the 1-1 pitch to Lyle is high, and it's 2-1. Well, the Giants as well, they're facing a guy that they did not do anything off of when they faced him in Washington. Did that pitch hit the guy? Yeah, it did. So, hit by pitch. Brilliant. Well, if you can't get them out, don't let them get a base hit, I guess. That's a hit by pitch there. Honestly, honestly, the guy's command is shocking. As here's Vivas. See how many pitches Hauser has to throw to get him out. Well, it looks like it's going to be one as that ball's hit to left field. Schmidt running back will make the catch just before the warning track. Look, the Giants aren't going to hit a home run, so let's play the home run song as the Nationals take the lead, and it's 2-0.
When Liam streams your game, it's boom, boom, baseball. High, deep, and never coming back.
At least win can't screw the Giants tonight. Absolutely right. As we go to the bottom of the first, I feel like, can we just restart this game already? Can we make it a 3:15 start? How about that? Let's, okay, game only starts at 3:15. So 2-0 already. Guys, could be a long one tonight. Could be a long one. We'll see though. Can the Giants respond? Probably not. So I did go over the lineup, but I'll go over it again. Casey Schmidt will be the leadoff hitter. Devers batting second. Arise batting third. Adamas fourth. Jung Hoo Lee. Can he get another hit and extend his hitting streak to 17 games? Then it'll be Bryce Eldridge, Matt Chapman, Daniel Suzak, and Jonah Cox. That is your lineup. They'll be facing Andrew Alvarez, a lefty. So you know how it goes against lefties. He's got a 3.54 ERA, and he pitched a 4 1/3 scoreless against the Giants in Washington. Just like Mike Michaelis pitched 4 scoreless innings against the Giants in Washington as well. So he'll probably eat us up as Casey Schmidt takes a strike on the inside corner, and it's 0-1 here. As the 0-1 pitch is fouled off, and it's quickly 0-2. And this is how you pitch Adrian Hauser. Schmidt batting 284, a 315 on base, 534 slug, 15 home runs. As Schmidt just fouls that pitch off. Yeah, you're right, Anthony. At least I'll get more sleep tomorrow. Yeah, it's 3 a.m. here in the UK. As it's 0-2 here to Schmidt still. Giants hitters, they'll blame the batter's eye being in the sun for why they don't get any hits, as that curveball's bounced in the dirt. So 1-2 here to Casey Schmidt. Schmidt actually likes the first inning, as Alvarez in the wind-up. Alvarez will fire, almost hit Casey. Casey actually not actually been hit by as many pitches as of late, and we all know he wears loads of pitches. 2-2 pitch to Schmidt, fouls it off again. So good at bat here to start the game. Yeah, 8 hours ahead. Yeah, I said it on Giants Sports Talk live show. I said, why did I pick the Giants to be a fan of? As there's a cool strike three on a curveball there that came back and caught the outside corner, and that will be out number one. As Casey Schmidt fails to swing the bat there. Yeah, 8:45 start tomorrow. Yeah, it's not bad. As a Devers, wow, what a player Devers is as he takes outside. He got the Giants' only walk yesterday, which I guess is a positive. If that's what we're looking at, then we are in trouble. One walk for the best team in baseball. As a Devers swings and misses at a sinker. He did foul tip it actually, um, but basically a swing and a miss. As is 1-1 now to the Giants' overpaid first baseman. As that one for Devers, a slider there, and he swings and misses at that. Oh, really? Did he change his batting stance? That would explain it. That would explain it. As and that maybe that's why he's been really good with the inside pitches. Maybe moving over slightly has helped him get access to pitches inside. As Devers strikes out at a pitch way in the dirt, and that, as I said, is our overpaid first baseman for you. Maybe you want to pay players for their best years, not for their years past their prime. As Devers swings there were ugly. And I noticed it even in Colorado. I thought, as Luis Ariz swings first pitch, that one is going to be misplayed in center field, and it's going to get to the center field wall at 391 sign. Ariz is going to head for a triple. Ariz is going to get held at third as the ball almost gets away from Abrams there, and that's going to be a 2-out triple for Luis Ariz. Well, that was completely misplayed there in center field by Jacob Young. As that one kind of did a little swirl there, little knuckle to that ball. Yeah, yeah, Anthony, yeah. Rise was just jogging like it was gonna be a single, and then he just got his shoes moving there. Tell you what, if Arise was sprinting out the batter's box, no, no, I'm watching it again. Probably would not have got the go sign there. Although if Hector Borg was still the third base coach, who knows? As Willie Adames is the batter, he takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Adames 283 on base, appalling. As that pitch is a close pitch but low. Yeah, can the Giants respond? 1-1. There's a swing and a foul tip, and it's 1-2. Yep, exactly, Anthony. Borg definitely would have sent him. As a 1-2 pitch to Adames is a swing and a miss. Adames, Devers, crap. Crap, 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 crap. As we go to the top of the second, and it's 2-0 Nationals. Giants 0 for 1 already with a runner in scoring position. These guys that are getting paid the big bucks are playing absolutely crap, and none of them can play together well together. It's Chapman's turn right now to be good, so Devers and Adames are going to play shit. Yeah, and when Chapman's hot streak ends, then it'll be one of them two that steps up. This is the issue with having streaky players, man. You'd much rather just have consistent players. Oh, absolutely right, Scott. Absolutely right. Unbelievable. So 2-0. Adrian Hauser. At this point, you just got to be a sacrifice. Just go out there. If you're going to give up a bunch of runs, just at least you go. At least just go a long game. Just pitch a long game. Give the bullpen a bloody rest. Because we don't want to see the bullpen. You know, the worst part of the team is actually if they're getting blown out, you'll actually see their best bullpen arm in JT Brubaker. That's the state of the bullpen. As no moves are made, by the way, by the Giants. They're just gonna keep with this. As Nunez is gonna lead off the inning. He squares to bunt. He fouls it off though, and it's 0-1. Just giving Hauser a free strike there. Nunez no home runs, but that could be broken today, facing Hauser. As there's a swing and a miss at a fastball, and it's 0-2. 0-2 then to Nunez. There's a high fly ball out of play, foul. Remains 0-2. As the 0-2 pitch here to Nunez is high and outside, and it's 1-2. You know, as that pitch is high again, they get paid their millions, and we're the ones that have to suffer and watch them bat. Really, the Cubs are going through it right now, aren't they? As that 2-2 pitch is a line drive to right field. That one is going to be in the gap in Triple's alley. Lee will do well to cut it off. He will fire it into second base as a rise cuts it off, and that'll be a lead-off double. Honestly, what a signing Hauser is. What a signing. The guy is so bad. As that will bring up Drew Millas, the backup catcher for the Nationals. He'll take a strike at the knees. Well done, Hauser. You threw you threw a strike. As that is a close pitch. Called a strike. Millas can't believe it. He's not going to challenge it though. Oh, Teng is pitching against the Angels tonight. He'll dominate them. You know, as the 0-2 pitch here by Hauser is in the dirt and it's 1-2. You know, if a team wants one of your players, I'd always have a second look. Why does that team want our player? Because then there must be talent there, right? Instead, we just give them away. As there's a swing and a miss. Terrible swing at a slider way outside there. Don't know why he was swinging at that. That never started as a strike, and never came back as a strike. That's why he's batting eighth, and that's why he's a backup catcher. So Hauser did get the strikeout he needs, I guess. Um, as the runner goes for third, and Nunez is going to steal third there. This Nationals team, young team, aggressive team, showing it there again. So that is a stolen base for Nunez. I'm pretty sure he may lead the league in stolen bases. As that pitch is inside and it's 2-0 to Young, the number 9 hitter. So we're going to concede another run here as House's ERA is going to go up. Believe it or not, it's actually pretty hard to increase your ERA. As there's a ground ball, that one's foul though. It's actually hard to increase your ERA when it's 5.5, but he's going to find a way to do it, Hauser. Let's see if the first base side dude can do any better. As the 2-1 pitch to Jacob Young is a check swing on a ball inside. Did not go as well. Teng has been better, though he had a rough first inning tonight. Gave up 2 runs and just stranded runners on the corners. Okay. Keep me updated, Anthony, on how Teng's doing. Boy, we could use a Teng over a Hauser or a Marley. 3-1 pitch to Young is a sinker right down Broadway. You may want to swing at that, Young, in a 3-1 count. Don't really know what you're looking for. As James Wood is on deck. That's a 3-2 pitch here by Hauser. Swing and a miss on a sinker below the zone. Poor at bat there by Young. Just terrible. Like, you take a 3-1 fastball right down the middle before swinging at ball 4. I never get that. 3-1 count, what are you looking for? Oh, the A's game last night. What kind of Mickey Mouse stadium? When you watch a game like that, as James Wood takes sign outside, you realise why the PCL you just don't take serious hitters' stats. Their game tying home run in the 10th by Jonah Heim was 316 feet. No wonder Bryce Eldridge was hitting bombs every week in AAA with that bloody field. As it's 2-0 now to James Wood. 3-0 now as that pitch is outside. Oh, I agree. I compare the A's to the Sharks. I said it last night. Both teams are full of young offensive talent. It's just about getting pitching and defense, as there's a strike, 3-1. What did you guys make of Vitello yesterday then? As the 3-1 pitch to James Wood is fouled off and it'll be a full count. Well, do you think Webb should have came back out for the ninth? Do you think someone else from Keaton Wynn should have been closing, even though we have like no options? As a full count pitch to James Wood is a called strike 3. It was not a strike, but James Wood won't challenge. That will end the inning. Somehow, Houser's got out of that jam. It's that's more than a miracle. I tell you, when this umpire, Jen Powell, she is a free strike call. She loves to call the strikes, which is actually not great if you're a hitting team and not great if you're losing, which the Giants are. So 2-0 here. Tuesday night game at Oracle Park. The weather looks a lot better today than it did yesterday. Yeah. Um, Anthony, I didn't have a problem with it either. Um, it's just like you have got no closer. So but I bet what played in their mind is Webb's just coming back from the injury. Do we really still want to push it? That was probably what was going through their mind. Um, you let Webb start the ninth inning at least, see if he can go on to, yeah, good. Maybe yeah, let Webb go out there. If he gives up a base running, you pull him. Webb's, yeah, Mitch, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I agree with you. That's probably what played into it. Still coming back from the injury. Scott, do I cover other Bay Area sports teams or baseball only? I'm going to be covering all the Bay Area sports teams. Mainly do watch-alongs for baseball, NFL, and when they're not on, probably some ice hockey watch-alongs as well. As Jung-Hoo Lee fouls off the first pitch. Um, as for basketball, not kind of my specialty there. So I'll post videos. I'll post more videos about the Warriors, but not do watch-alongs. As the A1 pitch to Jung-Hoo Lee is a ground ball to the right. Nunez running over will make the play, and that'll be out number 1. As she was called up from single A, was she, last year? So basically, you're telling me the only reason she's up is because they wanted to get a female umpire in the big leagues. Because this is the second game I've seen from her, and her zone is not great. As Eldridge takes a strike there. Yeah, great idea by Buster Posey. Where's Edwin Diaz? As there's a strike to Bryce Eldridge in its own 2. We all wanted Edwin Diaz. Why didn't you sign him? As the 0-2 pitch to Bryce Eldridge is a check swing, but he looked like he swung. They actually say no swing. Eldridge looked like he was starting to move away. Like, yeah, I did swing at that, but he took that well. Eldridge batting 379 in June. and it just does produce quality at bats. There was a good take on a nasty curveball. Alvarez, I remember last time they were saying he struck out a ton of people in Triple A as the 2-2 pitch to Bryce Eldridge. There's a ground ball. That one's going to be a fair ball down first base line. Eldridge is going to get to second base. He's going to have a double as his hot June continues. There you go, Bryce. Look, you know what I like to see about that as well? He's bounced back from the big strikeout yesterday already. As a yeah, football season can't get quick enough. But I'll also be streaming playoff games for baseball as well. We'll be streaming basically every day. If there's no NFL games on, we'll be doing playoff games. Oh, Mitch, I was only saying Diaz because he went on KMBR and basically was saying, "Who do you want us to sign Diaz?" But I wanted Rogers back, absolutely. I tell you, the thing about Rogers, I just love watching the guy pitch. As it's 2-0 here now. I just wanted I wanted to see Rogers pitch. I love the dude. I love his underarm. Um, Whenever I take my dog out on a walk, I like to pretend I'm Tyler Rogers when I throw her the ball, as Chapman fouls that pitch off, and it gets by the third base ball dude, and now he's making the slowest jog to left field. Chapman just gave him the look of death, like, "Come on, dude." Ch Chapman was like, "Come on, man." But no, I love, throwing it like Rogers so my dog can chase the ball as, let me fix the camera has just died. Gotta fix the camera here. Camera down, camera down. As, we, should be back now. Yeah, apologies for that. As Chapman, walks here, so, it'll be runners at first and second now. And that'll bring up Daniel Suzak. Daniel Suzak could, use a hit. It's funny, looking back on Tyler Rogers as well. Everyone used to complain about him, going, "Oh, he's not good. He gives up too much soft contact, and he doesn't strike people out." Boy, how you'd love a guy like Tyler Rogers right now. As Suzak swings at the first pitch and he misses, and it's 0-1. So Eldridge at second base, Chapman at first base, Suzak with another swing and miss at a slider, sorry, below the zone. This was the knock on him in Triple A. He chased below the zone a lot, and so far that's what he's been doing recently. Yeah, neither did I, Anthony. As the 0-2 pitch is in the dirt, 1 and 2. I never had an issue with him because when he did give up runs, it was normally due to soft contact. It's like not much you could do about that. And the guy was consistent. He would give you a 2.5 ERA year after year. As the 1-2 pitch here to Suzak is fouled off. I think they need to get at least two here with Hauser going. Yeah, Spencer, you say at least one. I'm thinking not with Hauser. Cox is on deck as a 1-2 pitch to Suzak is a foul ball. I actually thought he was swung and a miss at that, but he did just foul it off out of play. Fastball at the letters there. Come on, Daniel. 1-2 pitch, fouled off again. He's chasing a little bit here, Suzak, but he is fouling them off. So Alvarez going for 6 straight scoreless innings against the Giants. Crazy. As a 1-2 pitch to Suzak here is a good take there by Suzak on a changeup. I tell you what, I think he was guessing there because he looked like at the last second he thought it was going to be a fastball and catch the bottom of the zone, but it did drop out the zone. I'd throw the same pitch as there's a hanging slider and Suzak fouls it off. Out of play, to right field. Crowd can't make the catch. They're now struggling to find the ball in the seats. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat, so a long at-bat here. As that pitch is inside and be a full count. We'll see. I assume the runners won't be going with 1 out, but you never know. As Nick Kurtz just hit a home run. That ballpark in Vegas is a joke. Or just the altitude. I mean, it's a joke in Las Vegas. Full count pitch to Suzak is an easy take, and Suzak is fired up. And that is what you like to see. He actually shows a bit of emotion. That is what we love to see. So it's going to be bases loaded here. 10 pitch at bat. Suzak wins it. He turns to the dugout and goes, "Come on, you like that?" So bases loaded here. That was another issue with Patrick Bailey, right? He was just didn't show off any emotion. Yeah, that was a good at bat. So Jonah Cox is going to get an opportunity with the bases loaded. Can we get a base hit here and tie the game? So the 0 pitch is a fastball right down the middle. You get two kind of hitters with the bases loaded. You either get the guy that loves to swing at anything, as the 0-1 pitch to Cox is a swing on a miss, and it's 0-2. Swing and miss at a 92-mile-an-hour fastball there. You get the hitter that just can't help but swing, or you get the guy that tries to take it deep, which looks like Jonah Cox not didn't have the eagerness you may expect for a rookie. As Cox goes down on 3 pitches, 3 fastballs, Cox strikes out. He looked overmatched there. Yeah, Anthony, your point there as well, right? That's why in the summer, as it heats up, as Schmidt swings and pops up the first pitch, this should do it as Abrams runs in, makes the catch. So that Suzak at bat was all for nothing. Yeah, in the summer, runs start to increase, pitches become more tired, the ball travels more. So yeah, dry air does have an impact as well. You're right. As Schmidt's going to have to adjust here. He's had a great year, but I'd like to see him adjust. The dude always swings first pitch. How about when a team knows you're going to swing first pitch, they're not going to throw you first pitch strikes down the middle of the plate. I'd like to see him adjust now and take the first pitch. We'll see though. Are the Giants coaches good enough to tell him that? I don't know. Yeah, what are we now? 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position? It's you know, Jonah Cox there just, that was a double A at that. That was a I belong in double A. And I like the dude. I like his speed and defense, but that's right, Anthony. They did run up the pitch count. I don't the pitcher they're facing though, he's kind of a bullpen starter hybrid guy. As a Scott, how did I become a Bay Area sports fan? So it all started, my dad was a 49ers fan. As over here in England, they don't show many games in the 80s. And so they'd only show the Super Bowl really. So he would watch the Super Bowl. Niners obviously were great in the 80s and 90s. So he became 49ers fan. Ever since then, I watched the 49ers, and then I did actually watch the Warriors a lot because they were on TV because they were good. So naturally, Warriors 49ers I was watching. Made sense to be a Giants fan, as there's a strike to Hauser and it's 0-1. As there's a swing and a miss and it's 0-2. Strike to Garcia, I should say. So yeah, and then the Sharks don't have as much time to get into ice hockey, but as that pitch is inside. With the Sharks being young and really exciting, I started to watch a few more games this year. So you can call me a bandwagon Sharks fan. There's a close pitch just inside, and it's 2-2. Um, as I like the opposite of Eldridge. Stop taking every first pitch. Yeah. As there's a drive to right centre field. Cox and Lee. Cox will make the catch. Yeah, we were in a lot of them, Spencer. We were in a lot of them. I tell you, that 2023 Super Bowl, that bugged me so much. I really thought they were gonna win it as, Kenner would take the first pitch for a strike and it's 0-1. As yeah, there is I need to change 1 down, yeah. As there's a, strike on the outside corner, it's 0-2. So, yeah, that Super Bowl, I could not sleep the whole night of the Super Bowl as the O2 pitch is outside. I that that I've never been so gutted over a sporting event. You know, Spencer, you talked about 2002. That was tough. Game 7 to the Angels. And I'm sure there's been loads of tough moments for all of you guys. But I really wanted, as a 2-2 pitch, is a high pop up by a tenor. Luis Arias going back will make the catch for out number 2. I really wanted this group of players, Mr. Irrelevant, you know, Fred Warner, Kittle, Bosa, Armstead, Debo, Trent. I really wanted them to win a Super Bowl. But yeah, I agree. After that, you just knew. As there's a strike to Abrams. Oh, really, Scott? You're a Philly sports fan. So you're an Eagles. As there's a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. So you're a Phillies, 76ers, Eagles, and Flyers fan then. As there's a swing and a miss by Abrams, that will end the inning. So Anthony, I'd still rather have Teng than Hauser and, um, and Marley. Also, by the way, Spencer, I just saw your comment about if you're a Bees fan, then it's tough to be gutted. All right, Spencer. When they lost in the playoff final in the championship, I was gutted. But they did win it the next year, so that was fine. Yeah, Spencer, you're not a fan of the Philly fan base. Look, it was gonna be between Philly and, the 49ers. One of those teams was gonna win a Super Bowl, and one of those teams was gonna be the great team to miss out, and, it happened to be Philly to win the Super Bowl. I now think we're looking at the Bears, and the Rams for this year. But I think the Bears are the team of the late 2020s. So, there's no outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Yeah, I don't what is I none of you guys live in New York, I assume, but I can only imagine what New York's like right now with the Knicks in the finals. And the, Giants get on the board here. They've used up all their runs in that first game in Wrigley. Actually, I just realized Giants actually had 2 walks in that last inning. Well done. That's all their walks due up for the whole game. Let's here's Devers. Devers takes a strike. Devers struck out in the first at bat and looked absolutely awful. Guy's batting 236. As there's a called strike and it's 0-2. I love passionate fan base. 0-2 is in the dirt and it's 1-2. I wish that we had a Philly kind of atmosphere at the Giant Stadium. I'd like more booing. I'd like fans to be proper complaining because I want change. Eagles, Phillies, well, Philly fans would not accept a performance like this from a team. I like that, Spencer. As 2-2 pitch to Devers is a ground ball to first base. Garcia will step on the bag for out number 1. Is that a Teng you're talking about? 5 of the 7 are earned. See, 4 free passes there. As a Rise, who tripled, will be up. We've got the hardest part of the cycle out the way. As he takes a strike. Now, with the Giants, he probably won't have enough at bats to even attempt to get the cycle. As there's a called strike. I think you see so many videos of the Philly fans with a bad reputation. I I I think half the time it's the opposing fans winding them up as well. As a Rise takes in the dirt and it's 1-2. Same thing at if you go to a nightclub and there's a fight, they're not just gonna go up the people that fight, they aren't gonna go up as a Rise hits a, ground ball to third base, Vivas will fire it over for out number 2. They're not gonna fight random people if they do nothing. They're gonna if there's words exchange or, abuse, that's when the fight starts, so it works both ways. But Of course, there's cases where some fans just take it too far no matter what. As here's Adamas, who struck out. Da- Honestly, why Devers and Adamas are batting in the top four and Eldridge is not, is beyond me. How about the top three is Lee, Schmidt, and Arise? As Jen Powell, she's telling Alvarez, you gotta look, mate. You gotta look before you throw the pitch. So it's now 7 straight scoreless innings Alvarez has thrown against the Giants, but it's 2-0 here to Adamas. Yeah, 2-0 pitch. Inside it's 3-0. What do you make of the Phillies then, Scott, right now? Yeah, the Phillies, yeah. What do you make of them right now? It feels like they kind of just running the same team back as there's a strike, but just older with Schwarber and Harper. Obviously, you get Duran, the closer, for a full year. As the 3-1 pitch to Adamas is a big swing and a miss at ball four. I mean, what is that swing? No wonder you've got a 280 on base when you're swinging at pitches like that. As the payoff pitch here to Adamas is in the dirt. Did he go? He did not swing, and that will be a walk. Well done. So, a 2-out base runner for Jung Hoo Lee, who's looking to extend his hit streak. As the 0 pitch to Lee is a called strike, and it's 0-1. Lee's going to challenge that, but that was actually a strike. Lee normally knows the strike zone pretty well, but that one did just catch top of the zone. Uh, or not. It's actually a ball. Well, on the broadcast, they made it look like a strike, as it's less than zero point 0.1 of an inch. I was wrong there. So it's 1-0 to Jung Hoo Lee. Yeah, as there's a close pitch for outside, and it's 2-0 to Lee. A rise would suit the Phillies well, with the power of Schwarber and Harper. See, Bowman Stott, when the Giants playing them, they were awful. Are they still awful? As that pitch is low, and it's 3-0 to Jung Hoo Lee. The Nationals are going to challenge it, though. But that one was definitely low, and the Nationals are going to lose a challenge. So it's 3-0 now. That was a shocking challenge. They don't even show you how close that pitch was. It was that far away. If I was the hitter, I'd be going, "What the heck are you challenge that, mate?" 3-0 pitch to Lee is a strike, and it's 3-1. You want to give us Andrew Painter, Scott, for Luis Rise? As 3-1 pitch to Lee is a line drive. That one's being base hit. So Jung Hoo Lee extends his hitting streak to 17 games as Adamas gets to third base. There'll be runners at the corners. Jung Hoo Lee, man, is just can't miss right now. That ball, ground ball, but it found a gap. Crazy. So Eldridge will get a chance. Giants, they're getting a lot of chances here to knock in some runs. As Eldridge hits a ground ball. That one, though, is going to be played by a second baseman who fires it over to Garcia. So Eldridge is out on the first pitch. Giants now 0 for 4 with a runner in scoring position. Well, I know the Giants actually hit Painter around the park at Oracle. Obviously, though, the dude was a really high-rated prospect. He's still very young. How old is Painter? 21, 22? He's 23, Painter, but I'd give him a go. He's coming off the injury, isn't he? Oh, we are definitely allergic to clutch hitting. I just want, as Anthony says, it was correct decision to swing. I just want them swinging at the best pitches, right? So for Schmidt, when they know he always swings first pitch, then don't swing at the first pitch because they aren't going to throw you a good pitch. Whereas Eldridge, he normally is patient. He takes his at bats, so they're probably going to throw you a good pitch first up. And as you said, that was the right decision to swing. So it's still 2-0 here. Also, this Giants team is just not built for Oracle Park. We talked about it yesterday. What do you think about moving the fences in? Well, can we put temporary fences in Triples Alley? I said that pitch is high and it's 1-0. Just for this specific team, I think we need temporary fences since they can't score at home. As it's 2-0 now to La. La was hit by a pitch in his first at bat. As 2-0 there is a called strike. 2-1 now. But good sinker there. That came back over the inside part of the plate and it's 2-2. Giants, some reason, can never figure out the Nationals at home. As there's a high drive to centre field. Cox will call off Schmidt and make the catch. All right. So, question for you guys: what is the most exciting part about this Giants team? And then once you give some answers, I'll say mine. But we'll probably have the same one, as that one is in the dirt to Vivas. Hauser seems to have settled down a little bit since the home run. As there's a big swing and a miss at a slider. Hauser just has problems with the home run ball. As the 1-1 pitch to Vivas is a high drive to centre field. Cox going back on the warning track will make the catch, and that's a loud second out. So 2 outs here. Houses at 67 pitches. That one turned Cox around. He was able to make the catch. As the 0-0 pitch to Nunez is a strike with the curveball. When Hauser's pitched well, in the rare occasions he's pitched well, it's been that curveball that has made him successful. As there's a strike on the outside corner. He's been getting that in for strikes. That's when he's been pitching well. As there's a timeout called by Nunez. I agree, Anthony. I think Eldridge absolutely is the most exciting player for me on this team. As the 0-2 pitch is swung and a miss by Nunez, that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Giants still looking to get on the board. Thing is, probably not going to be able to watch a rise for much longer. I suspect once Ramos is back from his injury, that's when we'll see a rise go, and they'll move Schmidt to second base. Yeah, Spencer, that is true. A few loud outs. He had a bit of luck in the top of the second as well, but he is keeping us in the game. If you told me after the first inning he was going to go five, I would not have believed you. As you say, Anthony, that first inning definitely fucked his pitch count. So hopefully he gets through five. Exactly. I mean, we'd love six, but he ain't getting through six. Come on, Giants offense, get going, man. The Nationals are one of the worst pitching teams in the league. But yet, we make them look like the bloody Mariners. Where every pitcher that comes in is an ace. Look, 70, right? If he threw 15 pitches next inning, then maybe he could get through six. But that's being very ambitious. As in they're showing a kid with a Posey jersey. Um, yeah, you may not want to wear that one at the moment because the GM's not doing a great job. As Chapman takes inside. Yeah, as there's a high pitch and it's 2-0. Well, our pitchers always crap the bed in 5 innings as well, don't they? As Chapman fouls that pitch off. It's 2-1. Well done, Bull Dude. He actually made a play. It's a miracle. Bull Dude made a play. As 2 on pitch to Chapman is a ball on the outside there. Jen Powell, she's actually calling good at bat here. There's been some close pitches, but she's actually getting them right. As 3 on pitch to Chapman is ball 4. 3 walks for the Giants now. It is a miracle. Get Larry Bear off the screen. They're showing a highlight from the 2012 NLDS against the Reds. They're showing Larry Bear. Get him off the screen, please. As Zuzak takes low. Zuzak also drew a walk in his last at bat, and he was fired up about it just for his teammates to let him down. You know, a criticism I would have of Tony Vitello, as there's a pick of attempt, but Chapman's back. Why are we batting Devers and Adamas high up in the lineup? right now. Devers is ice cold. Adamas, not much better. How about, and I don't even, as there's a high pitch and it's 2-0. I don't even like Chapman batting high up, but right now Chapman's hot. So how about we put him at like fourth and Eldridge at second, or flip them over, put Chapman at second, Eldridge at fourth, while they're hot. As a 2-0 pitch to Suzak is a pull strike, close pitch. Alvarez got the call. I like to see Devers batting like eighth or ninth. That's how bad he's been this month. As Suzak hits a ground ball to third base, Vivas over to Nunez, who will fire it over to Garcia. Double play. Brilliant. So any threat of the Giants score in this inning goes away with that double play. As Cox takes a swing that time. Maybe wanted to do that with the bases loaded as he fouls that pitch off. And the 0-1 pitch here is a fastball down the middle for a strike. There's something about the Nationals. So Mike Michaelis threw like 4 scoreless yesterday, which meant he threw 8 scoreless in a row against the Giants. Now this Alvarez, who threw 4 1/3 scoreless in Washington, is now throwing 4 2/3 scoreless tonight. So that's 9 straight scoreless innings. I mean, how many times do you have to see a guy before you're going to actually score against them? As a 2-2 pitch here to Jonah Cox is a line drive to right field. That ball will be get down for a base hit and off the wall past James Wood. Cox going for 3. He will get in there for a 2-out triple. So Jonah Cox there with a 2-out triple. Good opposite field approach there. Again, could have done that with the bases loaded. As it is, we'll have to take it. That's the second 2-out triple. A Rise hit 2-out triple. So some pretty shoddy defending, actually. Jonah Cox's speed there was on show. As Schmidt is going to hit a line drive, but straight at Abrams to end the inning. Schmidt did hit that one hard, but straight at Abrams. So we're now 0 for 5 with runner in scoring position. Schmidt, yet again, swinging at the first pitch. Yep, more stranded runners. Uh, can we hit a triple with less than 2 outs? So we don't need a base hit? Because that feels like the only way we're going to score right now. This offense is dead. How many pitches is Hauser at? He's at 70 pitches, Scott. Yeah, I'm just checking yet. 70 pitches. So that not too bad. Not great, but not too bad. Especially after that first inning. We'll see, if he, can get through a clean inning here. I'm not expecting it. Wind's blowing out to centre field as well, so, for a guy who gives up home runs, that's not great. Scott, you say should he should get through 5. Will he? I don't know. It's a different story. As a first pitch here is a, ball inside to, Millis, the, backup catcher for the Nationals. Millis, terrible at bat first up. He struck out on pitches that weren't even close, as it's 2-0 now. See, this is the thing. 2 very uncompetitive pitches there by Hauser. 3 very uncompetitive pitches. They're actually already getting the bullpen warmed up. Sam Henches is warming up in the bullpen. As there's a strike and it's 3-1. We'll see. His command's looking shaky now again, Hauser. There's a weak ground ball to Arise. Arise will field it cleanly. Fire it over to Devers for out number 1. Fell behind 3-0, but did manage to get the out. So I think this is definitely going to be the final inning then for Hauser. As the stadium's actually starting to fill up. As that pitches inside. Hauser showing how to not get ahead of hitters. As there's a high drive to right field. Young, that one's going to be in Triple's alley. Get down in the 4-1-5 corner. That is going to be a triple to Jacob Young. And the Nationals have an instant threat here. 4th triple of the game, I think, already. No, 3rd triple, sorry. That's a Nationals' first triple. I thought they may have hit one earlier, but no. Lee could not get to that. Probably would have been a home run in a lot of other stadiums. Not in Oracle Park, though. But the Nationals are definitely built to play at Oracle Park with their speed. And we're going to get a pitching change already. So Hauser could not make it through 5, and now the Giants shit bullpen. A really early pull there on Hauser. It's not like is that a lot of pitches? I'm kind of like, yeah, he may give up a run or 2 more and he's crap, but just be a sacrifice. Just please get us through 5 or 6. The bullpen is on its bare bones. I agree, Anthony, though. I do want this guy out of the rotation. Why Carson Wisenhunt is not up here, I don't know. Wisenhunt's actually pitching well in the PCL. They obviously don't trust Scott. They don't trust Hauser at all. I mean, and they had the bullpen warming up, right? Before the inning. Normally, Tony's a guy that kind of likes to let his pitchers go a bit, but not today. Maybe he's heard all the criticism of leaving winning too long last night. So they bring in the lefty. Henches is a 1-1 with a 2.08 ERA. They're gonna bring him in to face James Wood. I don't actually mind that, you know. Knowing James Wood is coming up, don't let James Wood face, Hauser, and as that pitch is outside, as we talked about as well, they're not letting him face anyone for the 3rd time. So they've decided that as, it's 2-0 now to Wood. That they must have been talking about that before the game. Don't let this dude pitch to the third part of the lineup. As there's a ground ball, that one's gonna get through for James Wood. That'll be an RBI single, 3-0. Not hit hard, but the infield was playing in. So House's final line will be 4 1/3, 3 runs. It's James Wood with the RBI single. So the pitching change did not work. That was perfectly placed by James Wood. 68 miles an hour. As there's a swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. It's not about how hard you hit it, it's about where you hit it. As the 0-1 pitch to Garcia is fouled off and it's 0-2. That one did hit Suzak, so Suzak just wanting a little time. So 0-2 here to Garcia. As by the way, I forgot to change. There is a runner at first, as there's a foul ball and it's 0-2. Is this lead too much for the Giants already? Probably. Their offense is gone dormant yet again. Already shut out 8 times this year. Don't make it 9, as that pitch is in the dirt. Suzak actually blocked that one. So 1-2 here. As Henches fires, there's a high fly ball out of play. It goes foul, and it's 1-2. We'll see if Henches can get the out here. As the 1-2 steps off. So what do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer day games or night games? I'm interested. What do you prefer? As that pitch is fouled off. Yeah. When the bullpen has to pitch more of the game than the starting pitcher, we are in trouble. As Susak dropped that ball on a swing and a miss, he'll fire it over to Devers though. Runner will advance to second base. That is out number 2. So Anthony, you prefer day games. Spencer, Scott's day games as well. If Mitch is still watching, yeah, nobody goes deep into games, Spencer. As we're going to get a challenge here by the Nationals, and they're going to win it as that pitch was outside, and it's 1-0 to Tenor. Abrams is on deck, so you definitely want to get the out here. As the 1-0 pitch is a called ball. No challenge as Suzak dropped it again. Because for me, I definitely prefer day games as well. Now that you're on the East Coast, Scott, so you prefer them. Being in the UK, I definitely prefer day games. As there's a check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, and it's 2-1. Yeah. So Hauser with 3 runs in 4 1/3 innings does increase his season ERA. As Tanner takes a big swing and a miss. 2-2. See if Henches can get out the inning. As that one is outside and it's a full count. Full count pitch outside, so you bring up CJ Abrams. Great pitch in there. So we runners at first and second for CJ Abrams. The guy's definitely going to get a base hit. As he swings at the first pitch and misses, and it's 0-1. It's just going to get worse with West Posey. He could have traded for this guy. He didn't want to. Now, I agree for the prospects they were going to give up. I agree not to trade for him. But it is going to come back and bite you in the ass. It's 1-1 now. As the 1-1 pitch to CJ Abrams is fouled off to third base line. I think we may already be cooked, Spencer, but we'll see. Base hit, and we definitely are. Yeah, 1 a.m. See, for me, sometimes I either stay up for these or I go to bed before. Depends what I've got planned the next day. As there's a drive to left field. Abrams hits one. Schmidt will make the catch as he falls on his ass on the warning track. The wind must have pushed that one a bit. And Schmidt, who is very new in left field, manages to make the catch. I thought the wind was going to blow that one over his head. I mean, Schmidt is doing it all defensively. So 3-0. The Nationals do score one. And we are going to see a lot of the Giants bullpen for the rest of this game. As due up for the Giants in this inning will be Devers, Luis Arise, and Willie Adames. Yeah, Scott, hopefully the offense does. You cannot get shut out by the Nationals. Yeah, probably right, Spencer. We'll see how Devers does this at bat. Devers is just Wow, Devers is not the superstar I thought we were getting. The Astros bullpen has a few good pieces in there, though, Anthony. As Devers takes their ball and it's 1-0. Not great from Teng, though, as it's 2-0, 3-0 now for Devers. Don't know why you just wouldn't throw Devers a strike. As Alvarez is at 81 pitches. As there is a strike. Arise on deck. As Devers takes a close pitch. It's going to be a ball, though, and Devers is going to get the walk. Well, mistake by the Nationals there. You know, Scott, you'd think with Busposa being new, he may want to take a bit more of an evaluation of everything before taking a risk like that. But no, I'm sure internally they regret it massively. They'll never say it publicly, but I'm sure internally they do regret it massively. As it's 1-0 to Arise. It's now 2-0. So Alvarez is going to be done here. I know the Giants have got 4 walks today. It's a miracle. Yeah, as you said, Spencer, it is a miracle. This is this guy's last batter, by the way. It's 3-0 now to Arise. He's lost all his command. They're trying to convert into a starter. He was a bullpen guy. As a Brad Lord is warming up in the bullpen for the Nationals. As there's a strike and it's 3-1. 3-1 pitch to Arise is a strike. Ugh. I find that so embarrassing. It's even more embarrassing nowadays when you take a pitch, you think it's ball 4, so you throw the bat away, and it's called a strike, and then you don't challenge it. It's like the ultra embarrassment now. It's like, whoa, you didn't even challenge it. You're getting that cocky and you won't challenge it as Arias fouls that pitch off. Let's hope so, Anthony. Let's hope so. As 3-2 pitch is a ground ball. That one will be off the glove of Garcia. He's going to get into right field. Devers is going to go first to third. He will be safe. It'll be runners at the corners here for the Giants. As that one, an inch to the right, and it would have been a double play. Instead, it's off Garcia's glove. It goes past the second baseman who was going to cover the ball or cover it in case Garcia missed it. And thank God Devers actually ran. Are we going to get a pitching change? Yeah, we're going to get a pitching change here. Alvarez's day is done. And Brad Lord will come in. I don't know if we can score. We better score, but I don't know. That's the thing, by the way, with contact, right? That's the benefit of having Luis Ariz. Is the contact. If you put the ball in play, sometimes you can get a bit of luck. Which Scott, that's why you went in Philadelphia. And especially with his defense now. Yeah. No, they have so many guys that just Anthony, you say they haven't done enough. They have so many guys that don't walk. So the pitch counts go crazy. Scott, no, there's no London series. Next time there is, I will go to that. And I'll vlog it as well. But no London series this year. Gonna be no London series next year as well with the lockout. Although we'll see, Scott. I'm just searching it up. No, so there was planned to be a London series, but it got cancelled as that pitch is high and it's 2-0. Spencer, did the Cubs and Cut not this year though, I don't think, was it? I think they played somewhere else, but I don't think it was in London. As Adamas takes a strike there and it's 2-1. Yeah, it was gonna be Yankees and Blue Jays in London this year, but it got cancelled. So 2-1 here to Willie Adamas. As Adamas takes a wild swing and it's 2-2. Oh, it was last year. I know the Mets played over here a couple of Mets and Phillies played. The Yankees played as well against the Red Sox. They normally play at West Ham, Spencer. That's 2-2 pitch to Willie Adamas. Lord fires. That one's down and away, and it's a full count. Jung Hoo Lee is on deck. So a walk here would be massive. But Adamas does not walk. Oh yeah, all right. As Adamas takes a strike free there. Adamas, it was almost so selfish. He wanted to challenge that so bad. But it was such a strike he couldn't. But he really wanted to challenge. If that was a close pitch, he was always challenging that. So Jung Hoo Lee will be the new batter as the Giants probably won't score. They're now 0 for 6 with runner in scoring position. Yeah, it is a success when the baseball comes to the UK. It's a shame. So Lee, can Lee drive the run in? As that pitch is in the dirt and it's 1-0. This is the guy you want up right now for the Giants. As the 1-0 pitch to Lee is outside and it's 2-0. He's got himself in a hitter's count. Eldridge is on deck. So Jung Hoo Lee, by the way, tied Donovan Solano in 2020 when he had a hit in 17 straight games. As Lee fouls that pitch off and it's 2-1. So 2-1 now to Jung-Hoo Lee. Lord fires. There's a called strike, and it's 2-2. Can we swing at these strikes instead of just looking at them? It's going to be so Giants here when they just can't score with runners at the corners. As a 2-2 pitch to Lee is high and wide, and it's another full count. Another opportunity. Bryce Eldridge, as I said, on deck. Is he going to come with the bases loaded? Come up with the bases loaded? Or is Lee going to drive them in? Got a timeout here by Lee as well. So payoff pitch here to Jung-Hoo Lee is a line drive. That one's going to get by the first baseman down the first base line. Devers is going to score as James Wood will get to the ball. They're going to send Luis to rise. He's going to score as Jung-Hoo Lee has a 2 RBI double, and it's a 3-2 game. Jung-Hoo Lee, man, the amount of multi-hit games he has right now is insane. And the Giants are right back in this game. It just plugged in right field. Good send call there by Gary Pettis. And it's a 3-2 game. Now we're talking as here's Eldridge, and Eldridge takes in the dirt. And it's 1-0. So the Giants have got to the Nats bullpen here. Yes, Scott Lee is on fire. As Eldridge takes outside, and it's 2-0. The guy, like every game, it's like 3 to 4 hits. It's crazy. So 2-0 here to Bryce Eldridge. Can Bryce Eldridge tie this game up? As he swings and misses at a fastball. Giants finally had a hit with runner in scoring position as well. So 2-1 here to Bryce Eldridge. Lord fires the pitch. That's fouled off. He was on it. He was on it, Bryce. And it's 2-2. Chapman is on deck. Yeah. So it is hard, Anthony, to be as bad as the Giants, I would say. As a 2-2 pitch to Bryce, he fouls that one off. He's on that sinker. I mean, that one was probably shouldn't have swung at that, but he's in swing mode here, Bryce. As a 2-2 pitch here to Eldridge. He doesn't swing at that one as it was way outside. Full count again. How many full counts has there been? Is that 3 in a row? Or, well, before Jung-Hoo Lee, they had 2 in a row. Payoff pitch to Bryce Eldridge. Is outside. Eldridge with a walk. His plate discipline there. He got a bit swing happy in the middle of that at bat, but 2 easy takes there. And we've got a runner at first and second. And I'm gonna get where's do I have a tissue? I need a tissue. Get me a tissue. I'm gonna have a nosebleed. Giants actually have 5 how many walks? 6 walks for the Giants. Where's that tissue again? Bloody hell. 6 walks. As there's a Mal visit here. Uh, what's more that's more rare, 6 walks, than the Giants holding on to a lead in the ninth. So Chapman then will have the opportunity to drive in the tying run as Lord fires, and there's a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. You know what's crazy? Matt Chapman leads all NL hitters with batting average with runner in scoring position. You would never have thought that. As the 0-1 pitch is a ground ball. The pitcher's going to field this one himself, but he'll have no play. He'll hold on to it, and it'll be bases loaded. So an infield single for Chapman, as that average with a runner in scoring position rises, even though he didn't drive any runs in. And Suzanne will now have the opportunity. A sac fly now will tie the game. Suzak hit into a double play his last time up. As a Giants dugout are like, come on, Chapman, do the celebration. Logan Logan Webb's like, come on, where's your hit celebration? But at least Chapman's focusing on the game. As the 0-0 pitch here to Suzak is a broken bat, but it's going to be caught by Nunez, and the runners won't move. And unproductive out there by Daniel, and it'll be down to Jonah Cox unless they make a pitching change. A hitting change. Pinch hitter. That's what I should say. Probably going to bring Gilbert in for Cox. We'll see, though. As they do bring in Drew Gilbert. So Drew Gilbert will have the opportunity here. Ah, Suzak. Come on, man. You got to get that runner in. Giants scored 2 this inning. They're trying to add on. I agree. I agree. But it's Scott, I agree. I don't like first pitch swinging either. But it's clearly a philosophy they have because they all do it. Gilbert batting 235 then. We'll see if he swings at the first pitch. He does. He hits one up the middle, straight to Abrams. Abrams will fire it over to Garcia. And of course, he swings at the first pitch. So Giants do get 2, but they kind of squander a big opportunity there with the bases loaded and 1 out. Yeah, Anthony LMAO. How about we take a bloody pitch? How about you see the pitcher, you see it coming out of his hand? As I'll be back. I'm just going to the toilet, but I'll be back. I haven't actually got a toilet break song, so I'm just going to play a 7-inning stretch song. But I'll be back in a moment. I'm back. Apologies for that. As it's 1-1 here to Lyle. Um, I saw you said who. Well, how's England looking for the World Cup, Scott? Um, they're the fourth ranked team in the world. As that pitch is outside, it's 2-1. Look, I think we have a decent chance, but we're definitely not the favourite. The favourite is Spain and France. As Spencer just put there, yeah, Spain or France. As that's in the dirt and it's 3-1. The issue with England will be is we moan about the heat and it's going to be quite hot in the US compared to over here. So we'll probably have that as an excuse, as it's a full count here to Lyle. I agree with your earlier comment, Scott, as well. You're just bailing out the pitcher, swinging at the first pitch. Can the bullpen then keep this a one-run game? As that pitch is outside and it's a walk there for Lyle to lead off the inning. And we're going to get a pinch hitter here. Curtis Mead is going to come into the game. Yeah, as Baker's warming up. And we're going to get a pitching change here. Yeah. Yeah, like over 100 degrees, we would melt. We are not built for that. But we'll see. You never know. It's important the Giants keep this lead to 1. You can't be giving back runs straight away. So Baker's coming in for the Giants. Baker meant to be a guy you pitch when the game's not close, but he's actually been one of the Giants' better relief pitchers. So now they're going to use him in close games. Time just crushed a, yeah. What's the score in that game? Like 10-10 already? It's crazy. Come on then, Baker. He's got an 0-0 record so far. 3 ERA. The walks to strikeout ratio is not great. So maybe a bit lucky, but we'll see how he pitches. I actually like his attitude, Baker. I like his fiery edge. Although that pitch was nowhere near, and it's 1-0. 6-3 A's. Okay, I'm sure the Brewers will come back in that game though. As the 1-0 pitch here to Curtis Mead is a strike, and it's 1-1. Lyle is the base runner, always a threat to steal most of these Nationals runners. As there's a pick-up attempt, and Lyle is back safely. 354 feet. It's a joke. And as I said, they hit the home run yesterday. As Eze called strike, and it's 1-2. The home run that hit yesterday, 316. That would be a routine flyout in most parks. I said there's a timeout there by Minged. As a 1-2 pitch is a high drive to left field, but Schmidt is going to be able to make the play as he catches it for out number one. Just got underneath that one, did Mead. That'll be the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Nunez. Nunez will swing at the first pitch, but foul it off, and it's 0-1. Yeah, Yankee Stadium. When Jung-Hoo Lee hits 2 home runs in a game, yeah, you know the stadium's small. As that pitch is fouled off again, and it's 0-2. I mean, it's like Cody Bellinger. I didn't want the Giants to go anywhere near him. His home stats were great. His road stats were terrible. It's like I don't want him. He uses that short porch. So it's 0-2 here to Nunez as there was a pickoff attempt, but Lara was back safely. As the 0-2 pitch almost hit Nunez, and it's high, and it's 1-2. 1-2 pitch here. Another pickoff attempt. Lara's back safely. Giants are trying to keep the lead for the Nationals at 1. They probably won't though. As the 1-2 pitch is a foul ball as the runner went, but he'll have to head back to first base. We'll see if he goes again, Lyle. I'm all for it, throwing another pickoff attempt as well. As that one's in the dirt, Lyle did not go. Would have been a good pitch to run on, but he didn't. Yeah, I'm for it. I don't mind if you balk them over. I think you could get them napping if you throw over now. So 2-2 pitch is a foul ball. So Nunez in a good at bat here. As the 2-2 pitch. They do another pickup attempt, and Lyle got back safely. So I thought that was the third pickup attempt. I don't I don't know what happened there. Why was that not a balk? As that pitch is fouled off. and it's 2-2 still. Unless it was the second one. Nope, that was definitely the third one of the at bat. So why was that not a balk? Am I an idiot or what? I thought it had to. I don't know. But the runners at first anyway, as 2-2 pitch is a swung and a missed, and that's a strikeout. So Nunez with a 8 pitch at bat there, but Brubaker's able to win in the end. So 2 down here in the top of the sixth. Nunez was not happy with that. You're probably right, Anthony, as that pitch is up and in. They don't care, do they? It was definitely the third pickup attempt as well. Not just me, but I checked the MLB app and it said 3 pickup attempts. It says a strike. So you're right. They must have. They must be asleep over there. As a 1-1 pitch here to Millis, the backup catcher. There's another pickup attempt. Now that one obviously is not a balk because it resets every time there's an out. So 1-1 here to Millas. If I don't even know if I'm saying the dude's name right. I've never heard of him, so I apologise. As that one's in the dirt and it's 2-1. He'll be the guy to hit a home run as well. As a 2-1 pitch is a called strike. I I find it ridiculous when all these hitters go, oh, that weren't a strike," and then don't challenge it. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Anthony. Yeah, yeah. After the at bat, not just if an out is recorded. So 2-2 here. It's Brubaker fires, and that one's fouled off. Slider in the dirt there. We'll see. He's due a pickup attempt here, Brubaker. 17 pitches for the 1 out he's got. Uh, sorry, he actually got the first out as well. So 17 pitches has a 2-2 pitch is a cool strike 3. No challenge. It was high, but Nationals with 1 left decide not to use it. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 3-2. So good job there by Brubaker after the leadoff base runner. Giants do keep it to 1. See if they can score here. Because as Spencer likes to mention, we haven't actually won a game when we've been trailing after 6. So if we don't score here, then basically it means we're not going to win. Anthony, you haven't seen multiple pickoffs to multiple bases. I don't think I've seen that either. And I watch a lot of baseball, but I don't think I've seen that either. So, Schmidt, Devers, and Arise will be due up for the Giants. Schmidt and Devers are a combined 0 for 5. Will Schmidt swing at the first pitch again? Can we just take a pitch? Please. That's all I'm asking, just take a pitch. As our Lord will remain in the game. Giants will face the Cubs and then the Braves. So, could be getting worse before heading to Miami to face the Marlins. The Cubs will probably get their revenge as well. As Schmidt takes a strike there. Schmidt, just 31 points separate him between his average and on base, as he did take the first pitch. Before he swings at the second pitch, and that'll be a ground out as the first baseman flips it to Lord. I mean, Casey Schmidt, the amount of quick outs is a joke. So here's Devers. This is like the type of guy you think could tie it with one swing, but not how he's been playing in June. 235 average, 292 on base. As there's a called strike. And it's 0-1. Do the Giants know they've got challenges? That was high. As the 0-1 pitch is outside and it's 1-1. Yeah. I still view the Cubs as a good team though. I know they've played awful of late. As that pitch is high and it's 2-1. I still think they'll be a good team come the end of the year. But no, right now the Giants definitely getting lucky with when they're playing them. But the Braves are the team I watch the most out of the Giants because they're on earlier over here. I tell you, that Braves lineup, as it's 2-2 to Devers, just keeps game after game. They just rack up the hits. Don't know when Drake Baldwin's meant to come back. I know it's like they're scared to use it today, as Devers fouls off that pitch. I don't, I don't know why they're so scared to use their challenges. They look like they know it's a ball when it is. Just challenge it. But because they bloody waste them normally, they're like being ultra passive today. Yep. Spencer, this offense does need to wake up. As Devers hits a swinging bunt. Lord falls over, but he still makes the play. Wow, Lord fell over, but he still fires it to first and makes the play. As if I tell you, he was out. I can tell you that for free. A swinging bunt there by Devers as Lord got it himself. And as he was falling on his ass, he made the play. Although he is going to have to come out the game here because he has hurt himself. Devers was definitely out. So not a difficult play, but it was a good play. After he probably sprained his ankle, yeah. Anthony, you're right. So he's twisting it, trying to stay in the game. We'll see if he does stay in the game. I assume they'll get their bullpen warming up. He's gonna try it. I thought a minute ago, no chance he is pitching as he got back up. But he's gonna throw a few pitches here to see if he's good to go. I think he's gonna tough it out and should be good to go. So slight delay here due to the injury. As of live MLB TV cut to a break. What are they doing? The guy was about to start pitching again, and it's cut to a break. Right, we're back. Yeah, got enough money at MLB. You did not need to put an advert there. Right, Arise is now up. Arise is 2 for 3. Arise now up to 328 as he takes a strike in its own one. As the 0-1 pitch to Arise is a line drive foul. And that one gets by the ball dude. That's going to get to the wall. Terrible by the ball dude yet again. Yeah, I've got him at 1 for 3 today. Which is actually better than the guy last night. So 0 and 2 here to Luis Arise. As Arise fouls it off again. Yeah, brilliant. Spanish advert. So 0 and 2 here to Arise. As the pitch to Arise is a line drive straight to Abrams. Abrams will fire it over to Garcia to end the inning. So Giants offense did nothing there. We go to the top of the 7th. 3-2 Nationals. We'll see if Brubaker stays in or they bring in someone else to blow it. It feels like the top of the lineup is just. I have more faith in the bottom of the lineup right now. I have more faith in Eldridge and Lee than Devers and Adamas. I actually have more faith in Chapman than Devers and Adamas. I agree, Anthony. I'd let him go another inning. I would. We'll see if they do. Due up for the Nationals will be Jacob Young, James Wood, and Luis Garcia. A couple of lefties. It looks like they are going to keep Brubaker in though. I mean, they have to. With the state of this bullpen, they have to keep him in. Yeah, so game summary here as we go to the top of the 7th. 3-2 game, 5 hits for the Nats, 7 for the Giants. Hauser gave up a 2-run home run to Garcia, the second hitter of the game. Giants haven't been tied since that moment. But they were down 3-0 and now it's only 3-2. As the 1-1 pitch here is a swing and a miss on a slider, and it's 1-2. And he's going to use a timeout, Young. Not happy with himself after that swing. At least for now, Giants bullpen can't blow the game. They can blow it open, but they can't blow the game. As that pitch is outside, and it's 2-2. Young, the number 9 hitter for the Nationals. 2-2 pitch is a line drive. That one will be a base hit as it gets past the Risley. We'll cut it off, but it'll be a single. Well, is this the inning where the bullpen gives it away? As Tony Martello is going to come out. So, who have we even got that can pitch right now? If it's Eric Miller, I will lose my crap. Oh, I knew it. Eric Miller's coming in. And as soon as I saw they've got all the lefties coming up, Eric frickin' Miller. See you in 20 minutes once this inning's over after 5 runs have been given up. Oh, Spencer, on Giant Sports Talk Live, I put a comment in there now every day. We would be 0-67 if Arise and Lee went on the team. Now I am being sarcastic, but thank you know, Jung-Hoo Lee right now is saving this team. Imagine they didn't call up Eldridge as well. So James Wood will be up facing Eric Miller. This is going to be a disaster. I should create a graphic for every time Eric Miller comes in. I may do that. Next stream, I may have a graphic for Eric Miller. And not a good graphic. Every bad team, Spencer, at least wins 50 games, unless you're the White Sox a couple of years ago. But no, yeah, probably not too far off. Yeah. Well, he's got to bring in someone, Spencer, and considering everyone else is crap. Anthony, I agree with everything you said there. I like Gage actually. Not as a closer, but I like Gage. Well, one here to Wood. The dude just doesn't throw strikes, Miller. He is so infuriating to watch. 1-0 pitch. Not close. 2-0. I can see where this one's going already. Look, at the end of the day, Spencer, it maybe isn't that pictures of Tony. He must have pictures of Buster Posey because he's the one making the decision. 2-0 here. So James Wood, line drive up the middle. Gilbert will get to the ball, as Young will stay at third. Uh, Young will stay at second. Sorry. So runners at first and second. I tell you punted the game, bringing this clown in. Punted it. Why have we brought this clown in? It's a 1-run game. Not a f Eric Miller should be used in blowouts or for the River Cats. Pinch hitter here for the Nationals. Andres Chaparro. All right, Miller. No, Bull. It's Bull City. That that's new graphic for Eric Miller. Bull City. As a 1-0 pitch. It's another ball. 2-0. The dude can't throw a strike. As there's a strike. Make Dave Brundage deal with this headache. Two and one now. He actually threw a strike. That pitch is fouled up. Well done, Miller. Back-to-back strikes. Well done. So 2-2 here. Almost guarantee this pitch will be a ball. Yep. Full count. Guarantee, guarantee this. I won't even watch. I'll look the other way. I already know this won't be a strike. This will be a walk. I will watch because I'm calling it. But 3-2 pitch. Ball four. There you go. Bases loaded. No one out because you brought in this clown. Well done, Tony, for bringing in this clown. Honestly. Scott, this, I'm telling you, Scott, I don't even, have to watch for long to know this guy's crap. But I've always been on Eric Miller's case, even last year. Last year, Eric Miller had a sub 2 ERA. Expected ERA was over 4 because the guy was getting so lucky. The amount of bases loaded jams he would get out of. Well, eventually that luck's going to turn around. Everyone goes, "Oh, he's got good stuff. He's got good stuff." But he can't throw a strike, so it doesn't matter, as it's 0-1. Hey, Wilson, how you doing? Yeah, this bullpen, definitely on Posey. I could have told you Eric Miller wasn't good last year. Oh my god, that one gets by Suzak, as the runner will be safe at home. A run scores on a wild pitch, and it's 4-2. Get this clown out the game. Wild pitch there. It's a joke. Ronan's advanced to second and third as well. Let's see if the Giants challenge it. It was a close play at home plate, but he was safe. No doubt about it. As Miller just sat on his ass. His ass was sat right on home plate there. Because he's a bum. 4-2. More runs are going to be added on. Chapman's laughing it up with James Wood. How about you, bloody focus? As there's a ball. Ball City, baby. Ball City. 3-1. Get him out the game now. Ball City. Bases loaded again. with a walk. Ball City. Come on, Tony, get the guy out the game. This is a joke. Right, pitching change. It's about time. I lost my crap as the guy's coming in. If you go back to the top of this inning, they had a runner at first. I said, "What are we doing bringing in Miller?" He has got to go. Eric Miller has got to go. I don't know if we can send him to AAA. I don't know how many options he's got left, but he's got to go. Either demote him or DFA him. Base is loaded again. Spencer says DFA this joker. This guy makes Ryan Walker look like a good strike thrower. Scott, yeah, you're with me. You know, Anthony, quick hook by Tony. At least it's a quick hook by Tony. He should never be in. Never be in. This is the state of the team and Vitello. Oh, well, at least he pulled him quick. If that's what we're living off of. No, I'm not having a go at you, Anthony, but it's a joke. That's the positive. At least it was a quick hook. Send his ass to Texas. Yeah, get him gone. It isn't unbelievable though, Spencer, because I knew it was going to happen. It doesn't. Uh, the guy can't throw a strike. He comes in, doesn't get an out, gives up a base hit, walks at least two. So Dylan Swift's coming into the game now. So we actually may want this guy to be a closer, but no, we're going to use him in the seventh inning here because we don't actually have any roles in this bullpen. Which thank you, Buster Posey. As I said it last night, waste of 10 million on Bader when you should have just got a bullpen arm instead. As CJ Abrams swings and misses, at least this guy will throw a strike. Oh yeah, Stevie Wonder bloody saw this coming. Oh, he did. 0-1 to Abrams. Abrams hits a drive, but it's foul. That one is going to be off the railing, almost in the water. Yep. Grand Slam leaders this year. The Nationals are third. As Abrams hits a high fly ball, that's going to actually be a pop up on the infield. Arai's going to make the catch. Unproductive out. It, Scott, there's no doubt about might. They do have the worst bullpen in baseball. It's not a might, it's a they do. I mean, their bullpen is terrible. Here is Lyle. He owns the Giants as well, Lyle. As that pitch is high, it's 1-0. This bullpen stinks. What do Carson Wisenhunt? What does Carson Wisenhunt have to do to get on this roster? If there's a swing and a miss. You're telling me that Eric Miller's the best we've got. Maybe he is. That is so worrying. If Eric Miller's the best we've got, as that pitch is fouled off. I appreciate that, Wilson. I'm going to, yeah, live streaming all the games. I'm trying to post a video weekly as well. I'm going to do a few videos mainly San Francisco based, but then I will expand it um out as well in some videos. I'm so tired of the front office trying to put band-aids over the major holes that yeah, completely agree. Completely agree, Spencer. As a 2-2 pitch, to Lyle is in the dirt. Full count here. Go ahead and walk in this run right here. It's like I'll say this after the pitch. 3-2 pitch here to Lyle. Ball 4, walked in a run. Ball City. Actually, I was going to change the bases then. No changing the bases. The bases remain loaded, but it's 5-2 now. I'm doing this. I'm adding a text. Uh, let me add this. As here's Curtis Mead. He takes a ball. Oh, yeah, they're worse than Farhan, this front office. As there's a strike to Mead. Oh, I hope they're booing as well. You've got to boo this. As that pitch is high. Called a strike, and they're going to challenge it, and that will be a successful challenge. Right, this will stay up while the Giants are pitching this inning. Ball City here, as it's 2-1 for Curtis Mead. I'd boo. Spend my Tuesday night watching this crap. Spend my whole season watching this crap. Another ball, 3-1. At least Farhan would get a team that's 500, and he had one successful year. And I definitely wanted him to go, and he should have gone, and it was the right decision. But they've employed someone worse. 3-1 pitch, swung and a miss. It's a full count. Get rid of Manasian as well. That whole family sucks. Perry Manasian with the Angels sucks. Zach Manasian sucks. Get rid of them. Full count. To Smith. The pitch is a fastball right down the middle, fouled off, out of play, and we'll do it again. So full count here. I'm ready for another ball here. Oh, I don't blame you, Spencer. In the trivia, did they ask, as the 3-2 pitch is fouled off, did they ask, what's the worst team in baseball? Because you'd know who that was. That'd be an easy answer. Giants. Yeah, Anthony, I don't get why we kept Zach Manasian. If you're gonna fire Farhan, completely change the regime. As there's a line drive caught by Chapman for the out. So it'd be 2 outs somehow. That was ball 4 as well. Good pitch though. Yeah. You're true. Good correction there, Spencer. Not probably. They are. So Nunez will be up now. As the 0 pitch is a check swing, but it did go around and be 0-1. Well, a base hit here would definitely blow the game open. Um, Game probably over, but we'll see. As there's a foul ball and it's 0-2. Smith, apart from the one walk, he's been okay. But we didn't go to Smith. We went to Eric frickin' Miller, which is why it's 5-2. Oh, yeah. Breslow for Boston, as the 0-2 pitch is low. Why he, created Kyle Harrison is beyond me. But the worst trade for me was, James Tibbs to the Dodgers for Dustin May. What are you doing? Why do you even want Dustin May? As the 1-2 pitch is fouled off. Why you want Dustin May, and you're gonna give up James Tibbs? So really, the Rafi Davis trade, which by the way, actually is a good trade for the Red Sox, even after they gave away Harrison because they got off of his horrible contract. But they got, as that pitch is in the dirt and it's 2-2. They got Caleb Durbin and 2 months of Dustin May. And I don't know even what they got for Jordan Hicks, but he's on the White Sox now. And then they had that one throwaway prospect as well. That's a 2-2 pitch. It's swung and a missed. Well, there we go. Smith comes in and does a nice job. It dusted, yeah. You're right, Spencer. Somehow, their damage was kind of limited. Kind of limited. But Eric Miller needs to go tonight. Juice, what's up? How you doing? You're right. I'm not at 5 Vitello, but I'm getting close. And for sure, he could not manage a 7-Eleven because what is this? Bringing Eric Miller in a one-run game is asinine. As a time for the 7th inning stretch here, I'll see you on the other side. All right, we're back. I'm ending it quickly there because we're back, and there's a strike to Willie Adamas. Lord's going to stay in even after the injury in the last inning, which feels like an age ago now. So it's 0-1. As Adamas swings and he hits a high fly ball to left field. And the play will be made by Lyle. So that's 1 out. As I'm going to hide Bull City for now until the Giants come back up. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Smith let 2 runs score, but well, I think he let 1 score because the other one was on a wire pitch by Miller, weren't he? But I agree, Smith bailed Miller out. Yeah, it could have been worse. As Lee takes a ball. Lee, 2-3 again. I mean, Jung Hoo. As that one's high and wide. I do have to say, on Juice's comment about 5 Vitello, I don't think you can do it just yet, but the guy does not seem baseball smart to me. As that one's high, but called a strike and it's 2-1. No worries, Anthony. as Lee takes a close pitch, but it's inside. And they're going to check to see if he swung. He did not, and it'd be 3-1. Giants need a couple of base runners. If they're going to have any hope in this game. God knows if they somehow came back, who's going to close though? As there's a strike and it's 3-2. As Lee calls a timeout. So it gets worse every night, honestly, for Vitello. It feels like Vitello's getting worse, not better. As Lee hits a foul ball, which is not great. Yeah. Now in the game to close for your San Francisco Giants, Tristan Beck, AAA pitcher Tristan Beck of the Sacramento Rivercats. The setup man for the Giants is yours truly, Carson Seymour. As Jung-Yu Lee hits a weak infield grounder back to Lord, he will fire it over for the second out. So Lord been busy there actually, and there's two down. Wilson, my thoughts on the City Connect jerseys. When they first came out, I wasn't too against them. The more I watch them, I'm becoming I like them less and less. As Aldridge swings at one in the dirt there, and it's 0-1. Anthony, yeah. Um, I like the socks. I, the font now bothers me a bit though. It's a bit. I don't like the font on the jersey, and there's a strike on its own too. And the purple is not for me either. Yeah, they I'm starting to be on Anthony. Yeah, they are getting pretty bad. Um, yeah, this one's not looking good, Spencer. As a 0-2 here to Bryce Eldridge. Lord looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. Will fire. Good take there by Bryce on the back foot sweeper, and it's 1-2. As a 1-2 pitch to Bryce is fouled off. Look, if we're gonna lose, at least let Bryce Eldridge get another hit. Eldridge 1 for 2 today with a double and a walk. In my opinion, I would be batting him fourth, Adamas sixth, get Chapman up to second while he's hot. As the 1-2 pitch was a hanging sweeper, but Eldridge can only foul it off. So 1-2 again to Bryce Eldridge. In the dirt, good take, 2-2. What's Eldridge batting on the season now? Chapman's on deck, by the way. Eldridge 292 as he takes again a good take, and it's a full count. So a full count here for Bryce Eldridge. As a 3-2 pitch inside, that'll be a walk. So that's the second walk for Eldridge. Another good at bat. He took some good pitches there. It's a shame his teammates can't have the same at bats. As a tissue comes out again. Another walk for the Giants. It keeps giving me a nosebleed. I'm not used to this. So Chapman will be due up. This is the two batters where I actually have confidence right now. As that pitch is outside and it's a 1-0. I didn't understand the Lou and Glenn slander. Well, you can have as Chapman hits another weak ground ball. Abrams will not be able to make the play. Tougher play there for Abrams, but still one you should be expected to make. No, Anthony, I think you should be able to criticize a team that is 13 games under 500. So CJ Abrams, guy is a great hitter, but his defense is atrocious. As that one just never got in his glove. And it would go down as an E6. I don't think so. Still 60 behind. Next best, though. So Chapman reaches. Suzak, who's been in big spots all day and not delivered. He had one good at bat with the walk, but hasn't done anything else. As the tarps off sensation continues. Yeah, 55 pitches for Lord. I mean, he looked like he was coming out. It doesn't matter who we see. We suck. As that pitch is low. I tell you what, she does have a big strike zone, the home plate umpire, but she has locked in as of late. They should probably call an awful one now. Giants do still have two challenges. They have not challenged a pitch today. Actually, I take that back. Lee has used a challenge as Daniel Susak hits a line drive base hit. Eldridge will be held at third though, and it'll be bases loaded. And I tell you what, I like that hold call there. You're down 3. You don't need to be thrown out. You're down 3. If you're down 1, yeah, I'd I'd send him there. Down 3, good call there by Pettis. And we're gonna get a pitching change here. You guys agree? I think that's a good call. Borg probably would have sent him, but you're down 3 runs, so I agree with that. So Lord's gonna come out the game for Gilbert, and they'll bring in Lovelady, who opened the game last night. No, they won't actually. Lovelady's warming up. They're either bringing in Lovelady or the other guy. We'll see. Whoever it is will probably get out of it. So one swing could give the Giants the lead. But um, it is Drew Gilbert, so probably not going to get that swing. Exactly, Anthony. Yeah, so Lovelady will come in the game. The former Met traded to the Nationals early in the year. But we all know, we all know that Hector Borg would have sent him there. Scott agrees. Giants have actually had a few opportunities with the bases loaded. The Giants have actually had a lot of at bats with runners in scoring position. Anthony, I saw Spencer, sorry, put not too long ago. Was it they were 2 for 10? Yeah, well, yeah. I'm scrolling back. It's right there. Yeah, 2 for 10. Now 3 for 11, is it? Yeah, 3 for 11 now. We'll see if they can get a base hit here. As Anthony says, keep the line moving. Buddy Kennedy is actually going to pinch hit here, as Lovelady is a lefty. Agree with this decision, as there's a strike. I wish it wasn't Buddy Kennedy, but that's all we've got. Thanks to Buster Posey again. As the 0-1 pitch to Kennedy is low, and it's 1-1. We'll see what Kennedy can do. Probably, probably strike out. As Kennedy fouls that pitch, and that sent the backup catcher's mask flying off there, so he'll get a little bit of time. Yeah. Also, Anthony, they've chose Kennedy to pinch hit instead of Barakoto. I like that, Scott. Bloody, bloody Kennedy. I don't know why I said that in that weird accent. Bloody Kennedy. So it's 1-2 now. Getting ready for the eventual strikeout. As Kennedy hits a fly ball to centre field. Young, though, will make the catch. Nothing coming there. And that was probably the Giants' best opportunity they're going to have for the rest of this game. Anthony is not holding back. Fuck off, fellas. Well, it's a dire state of this team that we've got Buddy Kennedy pinch hitting. I would just Wilmer Flores is still out there. Go and get Wilmer Flores. Why we got Buddy Kennedy? Ramos can't come back soon enough. And I'm not Ramos's biggest fan, but he's way better than what we've got now. Spencer. So 5-2 here. Who's coming? Is Dylan Smith going to stay in the game? Do we have anyone left apart from Tristan Beck and Seymour? When they come in the game, get the white flag out and wave it. Five-two Nationals. Spencer said at the start of the stream, they've won 2 out of 3 the last 2 or 3 years, was it? And they're going to win 2 out of 3 here, unless a miracle happens. Yeah. No, Anthony, I think once Ramos is back, that's when Arise is getting traded. And they'll put Schmidt at second base, so you can keep playing Aldridge. By the way, can we play Aldridge more at first base as well? Yeah, so Tristan Beck is now in. He throws a strike. Honestly, Tristan Beck would have been better than Eric Miller. Anyone's better than Eric Miller. As there's a ground ball to Devers. Devers is going to run and step on first himself for out number 1. So quick out there for Beck. Yes, 8 of 11 for the Nationals. Didn't they sweep us last year as well? As Beck fires, there Young is swinging first pitch. That one will go out of play though, and it's 0-1. As where's my little graphic? Oh, as there's a foul ball and it's 0-2. As that pitch is 1-2 now. It's outside. The pitch is not 1-2. The pitch is outside and it's 1-2. Jacob Young 2 for 3. That's why Giants are losing because the number 9 hitter has scored twice. As that pitch is outside and it's 2-2. Oh, City is back. There's a ground ball to Adamas. Adamas actually won't make an error. There we go. So Beck's got 2 quick outs. Two outs here. So if the Giants have any sliver of hope, a tiny sliver of hope, you got to keep it at 3-run lead. As James Wood now will take a strike. Just 5 runs so far in the series against the Nationals as well, which is not great. As that pitch is fouled off. You see, Anthony, you say you're surprised. One of my bold predictions, which is now stupid, but my bold prediction to start the year was I thought the Giants were going to have the best defense in all of baseball. I thought, as the 0-2 pitch James Wood is outside, I thought Ron Washington would help Arise and Devers, and they'd be good. And then you got Bailey, Chapman. I thought Lee going to right would be good, and you had Bader. And then the only guy I was worried about was Ramos and maybe Adamas. Turns out Adamas has been crap. Lee's not that good in right. They traded Patrick Bailey, and Bader's not even played. As there's a swing and a miss by James Wood to end the inning. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. And it's 5-2. So 5-2 here. And the Bull City graphic can be removed for now. That, I thought Devers would boot more balls though at first base, if I'm being honest. The A's won 7-5. That's actually a low scoring game for that stadium, 7-5. Yeah. As taking a look at scores around the league, currently the Reds Padres is tied at 2. That's in the bottom of the 9th. San Diego will look to walk off Cincinnati. The Mariners beat the Orioles earlier, 6-5. Rays beat the Red Sox 4-3. As Nick Martinez, who is like dominating on the mound for the Rays, got the win. Some team beat the Pirates 12-3. We won't talk about them. Marlins beat the Diamondbacks 10-6. Tigers won 10-4. Yankees beat the Guardians. Camilo Duvall got the win for the Yankees. He has got a 5.47 ERA. Would this bullpen make Camilo Duvall look good? That's how bad it is. Oh, Blue Jays beat your Phillies, Scott, 3-2. Mets got hammered 7-0 as Schmidt does not swing at the first pitch and he takes a ball. The Royals won 5-3 over the Rangers. The White Sox walked off the Braves as Schmidt, that pitch of Schmidt is way outside. 1-1. As you guys said, Rockies beat the Cubs. Angels beat the Astros. And the Athletics beat the Brewers. So 1-1 here to Schmidt. Schmidt swings at a ball there and it's 1-2. Not Schmidt's greatest game tonight. Yeah, the Mets are still better than the Giants though, Spencer. So 1-2 here to Schmidt. Duran blew the save, did he? As the 1-2 pitch is a ground ball foul. That was a interesting trade for Duran, giving up McCable. Wilson, I don't know. I think that the Mets probably are a bigger joke just because their payroll. As Schmidt fires that pitch off. Oh no, he actually swings and misses. Sorry, as the catcher dropped it, then he bounced the ball to first base as Schmidt was running there, and that'd be the first out. I thought it was a foul ball because the catcher dropped it, but no, it was a swing and a miss. So one out there. Schmidt swung at a pitch way high, and that'll bring up crappy Devers. Devers 0 for 3. 0 for yesterday. His chase rate's up this season, by the way, as Devers pops the first pitch up to left field. Abrams will call off the third baseman to make the catch. For out number 2, the Giants are dying quickly here. So that's 2 outs. Yeah, down to 4 now, Spencer. Here's a rise. Arias may as well get out because the Giants won't score 3 with 2 outs. As the 0-0 pitch to Arias is in there for a strike. I'll always watch the Giants, Spencer, but just because I watch him doesn't mean it's easy. Yeah, it's not punishment, but as Arias going to challenge this pitch, and that will get overturned, as that was very high, and it's 1-1. So Giants finally realised they had a challenge. As the 1-1 pitch is fouled off by Rice, he chased that one. And it's 1-2. Anthony. Oh, Devers is so bad. Good mate, crap, everything else. As that one's bounced, and it's 2-2. 2-2 to arise is a ground ball back to the pitcher. Clayton Beater will throw it over to Andres Chaparro for out number 3 as we go to the top of the ninth. Giants now going down with a whimper. The 7th inning was the inning they were going to come back in it, but they had Buddy or Bloody Kennedy. Who was it that said Bloody Kennedy? Was it? Let me go back. Scott. Scott said Bloody Kennedy. That's it. That's what we're going to call him now from now on. Spencer thinks it's over. Probably right, Spencer. So 5-2. I assume Tristan Beck will stay in the game unless the Giants think they're better than everyone. Beck will stay in the game and he'll face Chaparro. So it's looking like the Giants are going to drop to 27 and 41, which that would put us 1.5 games ahead of the Colorado Rockies. Yeah. 7 walks and they scored 2 runs. As that pitch is low to Chaparro. They're batting 250 with runners in scoring position. Actually not that bad. It's not great, but it's not terrible. There's 1-1 now. Kuchapare as Beck fires. There's a ground ball. Beck will field it himself. Nice little play there for out number 1. So out number 1 there. Spencer, you should think about doing trivia every night. It'll be more entertaining than this. As that pitch is outside. I just want to know. 13 left on base. I saw Spencer said that earlier. 13 left on base for the Giants. As there's a line drive up the middle. Lee, who's now playing centre field, will make the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up CJ Abrams. We'll see what Abrams does as he takes a strike there. It's 0-1. Not Abrams' greatest game, 0 for 4, and he had an error. As the 0-1 pitch is high, it's 1-1. Beck just looking to eat these last 2 innings for the Giants as there's a foul ball. And most of the crowd's gone home now at Oracle Park. So it's 1-2 now to Abrams. Can Beck get through the inning? There's a weak ground ball to Chapman. Chapman running in, will fire it, bounce it to Devers. That ball will get away, and Abrams will get to second base. So that'll be a infield single, but then an E5 on Matt Chapman as he threw it past Devers. Devers couldn't help him out. Maybe get Eldridge in there. I don't know. Just an idea. Yeah, I mean, Devers really does not help out Matt Chapman there. An accurate throw and Abrams would have been out. So they're just going to rule it an E5. As there's a swing and a high drive, right centre field. Lee going back. That ball will be off the wall. Lee will field it. Lee fires it in. Abrams will score 6-2 as Lyle hits an RBI triple. You did, Anthony. You did say that. So a triple there for Lyle makes it 6-2. Not that it probably makes a difference, as that pitch is high and it's 1-0. 1-0 pitch, Curtis Mead. It's fouled off and it's 1-1. 6-2 is this game, the Giants never felt in it really, apart from the 5th and the 6th inning. As the 1-1 pitch is high. Lee had the RBI, the 2 RBI double, but apart from that, another game with no home runs for the Giants, unless they do something in the 9th. They have no problem hitting them away from Oracle Park, but come back to San Francisco, they can't get close. So 2-2 here to Mead. Mead hits a high pop-up on the infield. Chapman will make the catch to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Nationals tack on a run. And unless by some miracle the Giants will lose. I mean, they have the strong part of their lineup due up. If it was 1 run, it'd be interesting. 4 runs, 1% chance, if that. And Adamas is leading off, so Adamas won't walk. Wilson, here comes the comeback. Get the rally caps on, baby. At least the bullpen didn't blow this one. If the Giants don't score, it was Hauser. Although Miller has got to go. If they don't get rid of Miller after today, I swear to God. When Matt Gage comes back, Miller's got to go. When this San Martin dude's ready. When San Martin's ready, Beck or Seymour got to go, but you could get rid of any of them. So Orlando Revolta will come in. Yeah, Scott, 4 runs. Yeah. Revolta. Yeah, good. Yeah, good night. 1.56 ERA. Hasn't allowed a home run. 4 runs, no. At least gotta try and put pressure on him, but Gibraltar has only given up a run in one of his last 12 appearances. There's a strike to Willie Adames down the middle, and it's 0-1. As the 0-1 pitch to Willie Adames is in the dirt, and it's 1-1. Gotta get some walks because you ain't gonna get at least 4 hits. 1-1 pitch to Adames. It's a drive to left field. That ball is foul though, and it'll be 1-2. Don't worry, guys, though. We have got 2 challenges left, so we're good. We're good. So 1-2 here to Adames, who takes a timeout. Nationals are probably going to improve to 35 and 33. Giants 27 and 41. No, I know, Anthony. It's a joke. 282 on base. It's crazy. As a 1-2 pitch is a drive. That will be a one hopper to Nunez, who plays it well. Fires it over to Chaparro for out number 1. That'll bring up Jung Hoo Lee, who's been yet again one of the only bright spots for the Giants. Lee 2 for 4, a single, a double. 17-game hit streak for Jung Hoo Lee. As the 0 pitch is a strike and it's 0-1. Fastball at 97 there at the knees. Yeah, Adames is 282 on base and 11 errors. As there's a ball there and it's 1-1. Jung Hoo Lee. It's Lee batting now. 335 as he hits a ground ball to the first baseman, Chaparro. Chaparro's going to take it himself. And the Giants down to their final out. So the comeback starts now then. That'll be Bryce Eldridge, who struck out to end the game last time. Let's see what it does this time. Eldridge, good game. 1 for 2, 2 walks. Can't complain about Eldridge. As he swings and misses and it's 0-1. Eldridge, he showed patience. He showed why, in my opinion, he should be batting higher up in the lineup, even at the age of 21. As that one's in the dirt and it's 1-1. Fans should get a refund for games like this. In the cold on a Tuesday night. As Eldridge swings and misses that pitch, and it's 1-2. Yeah, that's good, Anthony. As a 1-2 pitch to Bryce Eldridge. Roberta fires. There's a high drive, centre field. Young going back, and that ball is out of here. Home run, Bryce Eldridge. There you go, and that is all we like to see. The kid does it again. Get him up in the lineup because he's better than the rest of your hitters. 6-3. Hit the song because it means so much.
When Liam streams your game, it boom, boom, baseball. High, deep, and never coming back.
Well, who knows how long Bryce Sales is going to be on this team because he won't sign a extension of this crap team. He's too good for us. Batting 300 now as Chapman takes a strike. You know, get him up in the lineup. He's better than Devers. He's better than Adamas. He needs to be batting higher. So it's 0-1 to Chapman. As Chapman hits a ground ball foul and it's 0-2. Yeah, Spencer, you're probably right. He'll sit out tomorrow. You know what? That good way to end the game, though. A Bryce bomb. As the 0-2 pitch is low to Chapman, and it's 1-2. Chapman, a good game. 1 for 2, 2 walks. Get him up in the lineup as well. While he's hot. As a 1-2 pitch here to Chapman. Is a pop-up on the infield. Nunez goes back. Will make the catch. And the Giants lose. They lose the series as well. 14 games. Under 500. Shame on Devers. Shame on Adamas. Shame on Hauser. Shame on Eric Miller. Shame on Tony Vitello. And most importantly, shame on Buster Posey for putting together a crap roster. Thanks, Scott, Wilson, Anthony, Spencer, Mitch, if you're out there. I appreciate you guys for commenting. That's what makes these fun. I'll see you tomorrow, guys, for game number 3 between the teams where the Giants have got to salvage something because a crap game tonight. All right, until the next one. See you next time. Take care, all.
Thank you. Thank you. See you next time. It was a blast. That's all for today.